My text is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given. I still remember the day my only child, a son, was born. The joy I felt when I held my son in my arms, a child of my own flesh and blood, could only be understood by a parent. It was a joy not only to me, but to my wife, our parents, and all our brothers and sisters. Neighbors and relatives came to our home with gifts to see the newborn baby. It certainly called for celebration, for to us a child was born, to us a son was given. But as the child was growing, there was something that both of us realized. This child was slowly and surely changing our lives. I will give four instances in which our son changed our lives. First, before his birth, I stayed in my office till late in the evening to finish my work. But after his birth, I had to somehow finish my work as early as possible and rush back home to be with my wife and baby, as I knew that they needed me. And so this child changed the way I used my time. Secondly, before his birth, I probably was not too careful about the manner in which I spent my money. But now I had to be careful about my spending, for I knew that I had to save money for my son's future, for his future education, and perhaps to build a house for him someday. And so this child was slowly changing my earning and spending habits. Thirdly, before his birth, my wife was working as a teacher. After his birth, my wife had to give up teaching for a while in order to be with the baby. And so this child changed her vocation too. Fourthly, and most importantly, we also had to be careful of what we said and did inside the house, because the growing child's mind quickly absorbed everything he saw and heard. And so this child soon changed our attitudes and behavior too. All parents would agree with me that we have sacrificed a lot for our children, and that in turn our children have influenced our lives. And so this child that was born to us, and the son that was given to us, gradually and surely changed our lives. With the joy also came the added responsibility. In our text, Prophet Isaiah says, for to us a child is born, to us a son is given. Isaiah speaks here of the birth of Jesus, and during Christmas we celebrate his birth. The birth of Jesus calls for celebration. But the more important question that we should ask ourselves is not whether we celebrated Christmas or not, but whether this child that was born to us and the son that was given to us has changed our lives. Many of us see Christmas only as an occasion for celebration, without considering the demands made by this child that was born in Bethlehem. Some of us do change, but only for a little while. Some start attending church and after some time stop. Some start attending Bible study classes and after some time stop. Some start tithing and then complain about the high cost of living and after some time stop giving money to the church. Dear friends, what this child demands is a permanent change. Don't we recall many Christmases that we celebrated with our loved ones in the past? But do we recall at least one Christmas that changed at least one aspect of our lives? I like these words of Benjamin Franklin. How many observe Christ's birthday? How few his precepts? I wish Mahatma Gandhi was wrong when he said this, but I am afraid he was right. He said, I wish there were lesser number of Christians in this world and more disciples of Christ. And so, dear friends, as in the case of the birth of our children, let us remember that God too wants a change of our lives, a change in our attitude towards our parents, brothers and sisters, the sick and the lonely, those in prisons and in hospitals and elders' homes, those who are rejected by society, and those who are in need of food and shelter. My text again, Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given. Amen.